God bless and welcome back to part 7, the final video in the Rayburn bait series. Now if you're brand new on my channel, what this is, it's a non-biased give credit to where it's due on lures that have worked extremely well for me in the past, what's exactly working right now. And these baits you see on this table, they're going to work 10,000 years into the future during the months of January and February. On this table is like 100+ years of combined experience, and there's not a lot of good information out there. There's a lot of noise in the fishing industry. You see the pro staff guys, hashtag this is the best, this is the best. I don't care about that. I care about honesty, credibility, and what works. So if you're brand new here, make sure you subscribe, share this with a lot of the high school guys. I know they're looking for this exact information. So let's dive right on in here and I'm gonna give you a good breakdown. Alright, to kick this video off, the first thing you need to have tied on is some type of Alabama rig with blades. I throw a Yum Flash Mob Junior. The regular size works as long as it have blades. I really don't think the bass care. You need to have blades. And there's really three brands of baits I throw. So I started off years ago throwing a Kitech. This is a saltwater lure, but white. The Strike King Rage Swimmers and an Excite Shad Nasty swim bait, pearl white. And usually on the middle one, I'll switch it to another shad color. That's a little insider tip not many people give out, but as long as it resembles a shad, it will catch fish and you do need to throw it. Next thing, I love football jigs. Any kind of football jig that's a dull color. This is a green pumpkin with a little orange if the water's clear, and just another just kind of crawfish color. Dull colors, the water's cold, a lot of the bait and stuff are kind of dull looking, so that's kind of what you want to focus on. Going shallow, chatterbaits. So I really have two different ones I like to throw. Black and blue, and I throw white and chartreuse. Now this is the old cheap Z-Man, like this thing's probably $3 or $4, but this is more of a muddy water, clean water. I like the dark colors, caught a lot of fish on them, and actually this one's a Strike King Rage Blade. Added this to my arsenal a few years ago. This thing has caught me a lot of big fish. Definitely pick some of them up. Kind of on the jig and a chatterbait deal. So Windy Lake is high and it's got a lot of good cover, cypress trees. I'm flipping 1/4 ounce to 1/2 ounce jigs in the trees, bushes, wherever. Black and blue, green pumpkin, and again like a green pumpkin with a little orange in it. If the water's clean and I think there's crawfish or brim up there, that's one thing you want to go with. And as far as a trailer on this, whatever kind of crawfish trailer you like, I like Excite, I like Strike King, have done extremely well with both of those brands using the Rage Tail, the Excite Raptor Tail Junior as a trailer. Moving on, so this is kind of the fun part I like. So all right here, red rattle traps with the exception of this guy. We'll get to him in a minute. So my best colors, Rayburn red, the brown eye. This is my personal favorite, Toledo gold. Give you a real good look at that one. This one, that's my favorite out of all of them. The original red crawfish, this is in a knocking trap, a little bit different rattle, just a little bit. And a 1 ounce trap. Now, not a lot of people throw this thing, but a 1 ounce trap will catch you big fish. Now, you do not get many bites on this at all. So in the upcoming rattle trap tournament this weekend, I will have this exact trap tied on. I may throw it 2 hours and not get a bite, but when I get a bite, it's usually a big one. So this guy right here, this is what I like to throw in the water that's a little off color. So pretty much like, say Caney Creek north, and if you're fishing on the lower end like the Buck Bay side, pretty much need more to Ash Bayou. There's not a whole lot of grass in the lake right now, so a lot of the water, it gets dirtier easier. Moving out deep, my opinion, there's only two kinds of crankbaits you need. Norman DD22, this is the exact color I've caught a lot of big fish on in the January and February months of the years. And Strike King 8XDs, just kind of the bigger profile crankbaits. Throw a shad color. If it's cloudy, the only difference I'll do is I'll throw a chartreuse and blue, like you've seen me mention in previous videos, but fish simple, throw something that looks like a shad or fish. Now, two last things I do is I throw a Carolina rig, the old green pumpkin zoom lizard. I have caught so many big fish on this right here in the months of January and February. Put it on a leader like 4.5 to 6.5 feet long. The longer leader, the better it seems like to work. I use a 1/2 ounce to a 1 ounce weight on it. I mean, my leader's like that long, so make sure you have a long rod to throw it. And same thing, just a long trick worm style bait. This is an Excite Slim X worm, but green pumpkin. If you don't know what a trick worm is, just to give you an example, Zoom kind of set the standard on the trick worm, and this is what they look like. But don't throw bubble gum right now. This is a spawn type of deal. Throw green pumpkin, dull colors is what you want to be throwing. Now the last and final thing I throw a weightless Senko. No weight on it, none. Weightless, just hook only. Either a solid watermelon color, a green pumpkin, or black and blue with the blue flake in it. That is it. That's all I do. That's all you need to be doing. Ignore a lot of the other dock talk. There's a lot of noise on social media, but this is what has worked for me over the last several years between me, buddies. So that's it. That's what I fish with when I go into my tournaments. This is exactly what's going to be tied on my rods. Hopefully I can get another big win on camera for you guys to enjoy. So if you're brand new here, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. There's not many locals that are giving you this information, so hopefully I'll see y'all on the water. Keep God first in your life. See ya in the next video.